This is a video for how to go about creating number 14 for your 20 ISOs project in Fusion 360. Within this particular object, I think the most efficient way to go about making it is to kind of make this hockey rink shape, and we'll put the slot in, and we'll also put the circle in for the hole. And we'll have actually two extrusions. We will extrude up this bottom base, and then we'll have a second extrusion here. So we have to find what the width of this object is first. So the width of the object is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But we'll notice that we have a radius in this case of 2 on each side. So if we have 2 here and we have 2 on the opposite side, I want to go ahead and draw myself a line that's a distance of 8. So let's go ahead and create for ourselves a new design, and we're going to click on our plane, and I want to draw a line that's a distance of 8. This might make things a little bit easier to understand kind of as we go, because the 8 dimension is kind of what we'll call the spine of the object. It's the center point of our arc out here is this point, and the center point of our circle here is this point. So this can make things a little bit easier when we go in to draw ourselves our circles. You know, our circles have a diameter of 4. So I'm going to say 4 in this case and hit enter, because if we look back here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing up here on the top. We're going to go to the line circle command here. We're going to put in a distance of 4, and we're going to hit enter. We're going to draw a line from up here at the top, and we want to make sure that these lines are tangent. So when I click here, I'm just going to kind of drag over, and I'm going to click when it becomes tangent. We see that circle with the line on top of it? We're going to click. Now we want to make sure that the first line was tangent. So we're going to grab a hold of the tangent command, and we're going to click here and click on our line, and we want to make sure that this dot comes up. Now we want to go ahead and we can mirror this to the opposite side, because this is a symmetrical shape that we're drawing. So I'm going to go to the mirror command and click on the top line, and it's going to ask for what mirror line we want over here. And I'm going to click on our line here in the middle, and I'm going to say OK. And it flips to the opposite side. Now what we can do is we can trim out the objects in the middle, although we don't want to do that over here on this side. We only want to do it over on the right side, because we want to actually be able to extrude that part up if possible. So we're going to go ahead and just trim out the arc over here on the opposite side. So we're going to go to trim, and we're going to click on these two arcs on the inside, and we want that part out. Now we're going to go about creating the slot that we see over here on the side next. We want a center to center slot. So from here is 1, 2, 3, 4 is the distance from center to center, and 2 is the distance. So we're going to go up to create, and we're going to slot. We want to go center to center slot, and we're going to click right here. We're going to drag to the left, and we're going to put in 4, and we're going to hit enter, and we're going to drag out, and notice our 2 arrows showing the distance. We're going to put in a distance of 2, and we're going to hit enter, and we have for ourselves that distance right there that's going to show us the side from one side of the slot to the other. We also want to draw for ourselves a circle that has a diameter of 2. Circle command here, diameter of 2. Enter. Finish sketch. Go to extrude. We're going to go ahead and extrude only this part back. This should make things relatively simple for us, because then all we'd have to do is really just draw ourselves this circle and extrude it up. So all we need to do here is just a depth, in this case, of -2, and say OK. So with this object, we already have ourselves our hole, and we have for ourselves our slot drawn. If we grab a hold of Create Sketch and we click on this surface here, drawing ourselves a circle from this center point out to the edge should be pretty easy. Just say Finish Sketch, come back around. We'll take a look at our extrusion distance in this case, which is going to be up a distance of 1, 2, 3, 4. Extrude just this part, a distance of 4. Enter, and we can go ahead and change up our view cube for purposes of later. So what we're going to do is we want to move our view cube around a little bit until we have this corner. We can right click on that corner and go to Set Current View as Home, and go to Fit to View. Click on the word bottom, right click, and go to Set Current View As, and go to Front. Click on the house button, and we automatically now have an isometric view that looks exactly like the isometric view in our sketch. Again, this is very important for when you go in and you start placing views on a drawing sheet, which you will do towards the end of this project. So I want to kind of reference again your folders that you have. If you've been following along and creating parts, you can actually see all of your parts over here on the left hand side in your folders. We can go ahead and kind of get out of that and go back and see now that we have our part completed. So this has been a video for how to go about creating number 14 in your 20 ISOs project in Fusion 360.